game is perfect. Every game has its flaws. This is the case for the game Car Dealership Tycoon, which has over 1 billion visits on Roblox. This is the story of how one car broke Car Dealership Tycoon. On the 28th of July 2022, a YouTuber by the name of Lord of the Gods uploads a video entitled New Speed Glitch in Car Dealership Tycoon. Until this day, all the quote-unquote speed glitches showcased have mostly been clickbaited. But when players viewed his video, they were left speechless. Players were greeted by a video of a Koenigsegg Regera with a weird suspension setup doing a 10.8 second run on a half-mile drag race. This was absolutely shocking to most of the Car Dealership Tycoon player population, as they were unaware of this glitch, and they were amazed to see how overpowered the glitch was, as the fastest car on the half-mile drag race at the time was the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute that did approximately 11 seconds at best, and this YouTuber managed to get a 10.8 second run quite effortlessly. The fact that he was able to beat a car that costed $10 with a car that costed only $2 million in-game cash was an unbelievable sight. But how did this glitch work? To understand this, we have to go back another 3 years. In 2019, Car Dealership Tycoon received a big update. In this update, the main highlight was that the game had gotten a new map, and there were a couple of other features that were introduced. But the one that's important for this video is that all the cars in this update had gotten an updated chassis. These updated chassis allowed the game-breaking glitch to enter into the game, but it wouldn't be possible to be performed until an update that was released about 2 years later. In July 2020, Car Dealership Tycoon received a new update where 10 new cars were added to the game. And in here, we get the car that works best with this glitch, the Koenigsegg Regera, which coincidentally is also the car that broke the game. In September 2021, Car Dealership Tycoon received the update which made the overpowered glitch possible. The handbrake update was released, which included 2 new store cars and a new limited car added to the game. This update also introduced the key feature that made this glitch possible, the new feature to handbrake. Players could now use the spacebar button on their keyboards to perform a handbrake, which the developers of the game introduced as a way to drift cars. Little did they know about the big mistake they made. In around late 2021, a few players including myself realized that pressing the handbrake in the first gear of some cars after the speed of around 5 miles per hour made the car gain a sudden speed boost. Remember the update where cars got new chassis? Yeah, this trick worked only because of that very update. The reason this glitch works is because of how the car's chassis reacts to a handbrake at a specific speed. It's meant to slow you down, but at some speeds, the car reacts differently and gives you more speed instead of less. And this was all because of that new chassis update that the game received 2 years ago. It was quickly discovered that this new quote-unquote speed glitch worked only on rear-wheel drive cars. The glitch could be executed after the car reached speeds of around 5 to 7 miles per hour in its first gear. Soon, players started experimenting and they realized that this glitch also worked when the car reached its second gear. By pressing the handbrake as soon as the car shifted into its second gear, the car would receive yet another speed boost. Players tried experimenting to see if there was a way to make the glitch viable on the third gear onwards, but it was apparent that it wasn't possible after the second gear. After all these discoveries, it was obvious that the cars that would work best with this glitch were cars with long first and second gears, or better, no gears at all. But all the cars with no gears were all-wheel drive, which meant the glitch wouldn't work on them. All except one. A few players, including myself, realized that the Koenigsegg Regera was the optimal car for this glitch, and we quickly realized how overpowered this truly was. Players quickly discovered that the best strategy was to use spike tires, as this type of tire compound had the least grip, which made the glitch work even better. Players also managed to discover that using the handbrake at around 20 miles per hour and 70 to 80 miles per hour was the fastest. The reason this car was faster than the other cars with gears was mainly because the time to change gears were eliminated with this car. This also meant that more handbrakes could be performed. A new handbrake combination of braking at 15 miles per hour, 60 miles per hour and 90 to 95 miles per hour was discovered. This was a considerable amount riskier, but it saved a little more time. After all of these discoveries, players couldn't find any more strategies for a while, and because only a few players knew about the strategy at the time, the glitch was forgotten for a few months. In April 2022, a player by the name of Den and myself collaborated and searched the entire game from top to bottom for new ways to improve the glitch, and then Den struck gold. If you performed the handbrakes, after the last handbrake at 90 miles per hour, the car would give a boost until about 120 miles per hour, and then the car would have to accelerate normally till the end of the race. So the clear way to save time would be to find a strategy to use after 120 miles per hour, and then found the perfect strategy. Then discovered that after the speed of 130 miles per hour, while accelerating as usual, spamming the S key or down arrow key on your keyboard, which is meant to reverse your car or slow you down, gave you even better acceleration for some reason. This is probably because of how the car chassis reacts to these inputs. Soon after, I discovered that by pressing the F key on your keyboard and then handbrake as usual somehow made the boost even more powerful. This made the first handbrake at 20 miles per hour so powerful that the second handbrake at 60 miles per hour became impossible. Therefore, the new strategy was to press the flip button and perform the first handbrake at around 10 to 15 miles per hour, press the flip button and perform a handbrake at around 90 to 95 miles per hour, and then spam the S key while accelerating at 130 miles per hour till the end of the race. All these new tricks saved about half a second on the half-mile drag race. After all of these new findings, some players decided the trick should not be kept secret anymore, and this led to a lot of YouTubers to make tutorials on this trick. This made the trick known to the entire Car Dealership Tycoon player base, which meant that it was no longer a secret. But most players weren't aware of the S-spam and the flip boost tricks. In mid-2023, The developers nerfed all cars in Car Dealership Tycoon, which had only one gear. And along with this, they managed to completely patch the S-spam trick. This now makes the Regatta glitch pointless, but there are still some cool glitches in the game, like the Cadillac GTP and the 1992 F1 car. But now, all of these glitches fall to the might of the top fuel dragster. The fact that a single car took a game as innocent as Car Dealership Tycoon by storm is truly unbelievable. And it was just simply amazing to see how players can get creative to optimize strategies. Who knows, maybe there's still some glitches that are hiding in plain sight that are waiting to be discovered. It's only a matter of time. If you made it this far into the video, I'd like to send out a huge thanks to you. It took a while to edit this video, so a subscription to the channel would help a lot. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a good day, and as always, peace out.